Destiny, you said, normally I don't care about money, but after realizing that she had let that jobless loser move in her apartment for free without telling me, I felt really annoyed paying anything for her because I was basically subsidizing this toxic. Oh, thanks. Oh, yeah, I just shouldn't doubt my original statement. It's true. Okay.
I mean, that's fair.
I think that's like,
if you're an adult, like going to school, whatever, if you're living with your parents rent free, but then you go out and buy a bunch of drugs, your parents probably gonna be mad at you because they feel like they're paying for your bad, like your bad habits. Because like, oh yeah, you're using the money that you would have had to pay for rent on drugs now. Thanks, right? It's that kind of feeling. I'd be really fucking annoying.
On a scale from 1 to 10. I think without getting like, Mel also drove that in my head, and all of our mutual friends drove that in my head. Steven, she's traumatized because you did this. Steven, of course she feels this way because 4 years ago you did this. Well, of course she's going to say that. 3 years ago this happened. Well, of course she still feels this way. 5 years ago you did this. And I'm like, fuck me, maybe, yeah. Maybe like the 400th mutual friend that Melina has dumped our entire relationship to that now doesn't want to be friends with me anymore. Maybe this is also my fault. Yeah, maybe every single thing, like that's like the cycle, which feels retarded. And I say this humblingly or arrogantly, I guess. I should be smarter than this. Yeah, but now that I'm like out of it and I look back, I remember I'm like, obviously this is stupid. Like, why the fuck would I, yeah. But, yeah.
Yeah, that's tough. Because guys, I feel like guys are more emotionally bottled up. That's how they're raised. Versus females, the way we cope with emotional feelings is by talking about it. Often with other females, or like even just sometimes it's guys. If like we have that kind of relationship with them, like a family member or like a gay guy or whatever it is. Like we talk about it. We chatter. So yeah, that's tough. Because I'm also guilty of that in the past, in my own relationship problems, is I will like chat, I will vent, and then like it causes like a friction between like mutual friends. Yeah, I'm also guilty of that. So like I can understand where she's coming from, but then in retrospect, I can also understand where he's coming from because it does make the interactions afterwards harder, even if you don't split up, right? Things become a little more awkward because the person has all this dirty laundry that you've told them and stuff, and you might have said a bunch of stuff and you were mad, and so they want to believe it, but they also don't want to feel bad about their friend if they're friends with both people. Like it's really tough. It makes things really complicated.
No, okay.
And that doesn't mean that like when Melina's venting to their friends that she's lying, right, or intentionally like trying to make him look bad. She's just explaining her side of things, but often when there's a relationship issue, it's the lack of being able to communicate to each other, and so you misunderstand each other's perspectives. So like they're hurting because of their view, the other person's hurting because of their view, but all you can really know if you aren't understanding the person's view is your own. So then you tell your biased view to your friends, and they're only getting one side of the story. And so it just creates friction where there might not have needed to be if the person was like there as a median hearing both of you out. But then even that can be weird because that puts pressure on them and they can't just like, they feel like they're assuming like a therapist or a parent role over you two rather than being your friend. So that also is just hard as well. So it's just complicated in general. There's no winning. And that's why I have decided that, if you want to vent to somebody, vent to your dog. Vent to the dog if you want to vent about a relationship, or write it down in a diary and you vent to your imaginary friends. Yeah, you'll still feel better getting it out there, but at least it didn't cause problems. Yep. I don't think keeping it in is good for a lot of people, especially women, because we have the need to be like, nah. You have to like let out our emotions in order to neutralize them. In order to feel better, we have to express them somehow. So that's why a lot of girls journal or diary. You'll see that that's like a girl thing. That's because that's just how we operate, for the typical female mind. In order to release, that's why girls cry a lot on average more than guys when they're angry or when they're sad. It's because we have to release the emotions in order to neutralize them. It's weird. We can't keep it inside. That's how you go crazy. You gotta let it out to find balance again. Is this guy still alive?
To each other for 2 months straight. every single night together. There's no way he's going to be okay with going back to America. And she's like, no, Tim is poly, he's open, like everything is cool. Trust me, he's like the coolest guy ever. He's so supportive, he's so awesome. Blah,
he
blah,
doesn't
blah, blah,
seem
blah.
like it.
So like,
He's trying to control her and manipulate her.
So the day of the her passport coming back comes. I think I'm like streaming. I'm hanging out of the apartment. This archetype of guy.
I think this goes to show you guys that no matter how well you are off in life, it doesn't mean that your relationships are going to be perfect. And the reason why you see people splitting apart so much nowadays is because they can. Women can have their own jobs. They're not actually usually dependent on the guy. It just goes to show you that marriage as a concept worked in a traditional sense when A, there wasn't as many options like in villages or, small towns, and 2, there was no option as far as like not just choosing a partner, but surviving on your own. And now that people can do that, you're seeing all these people have marriage like breakups and just relationship breakups hop in front of the others because you're not dependent on each other anymore for survival. And so now to make a marriage work, both people have to want to. It's not just going to be perfect anymore. I mean, it probably never was perfect, but I mean, especially now when you have the options, people just are like, you know what, I don't need you, and they leave. So.
Guy, I've joked in the past that like these are the most threatening people for me because and I'm like, what? Tim gets motion sickness so bad he can't even get in Ubers. He can't even get in cars.
That's fuck.
Like Melina likes,
Tim sounds like a clusterfuck.
And travel. Tim he doesn't fly in airplanes or get in cars because he's motion sick, and he's definitely not open or polyamorous. So what the is even happening? Why would you tell me? Why would you tell me that you need more freedom? Like I've literally let you have a second husband. Like what the? I don't understand that.
Pretty much, yeah.
And she's like, well, I don't know. And then I bring up like you can't even hang out with that one girl without
It sounds to me
him.
like Melina doesn't know what she wants. She likes how freedom sounds. But when he's like, why don't you just go on your own, regarding like her wanting to see the girl, whatever, she like never quite addresses it. I feel like she doesn't want freedom. I feel like she wants a guy to be like, hey, I love you and I don't want to share you because I love you so much. And no one's stepping up to that and reciprocating it. I feel like the open relationship is not actually what it seems like she emotionally needs. Because her thing about, like, I don't like anyone in my bed. I feel like she's the type of person, the only time she's been in a relationship is when they're open. And it was another guy's idea when she was younger, before Destiny. Like, we watched that video. Where it's like another guy had, like, commitment issues, essentially. And she was a yes man. A yes woman. And so she thinks that this is what guys want. Guys want to be able to fuck lots of women. That makes sense. I'm going to oblige, and if I like the guy, I'm going to be willing to have open relationships. And that's all she's been doing, but she's not realizing that that's not actually healthy for her, and that's not what she wants. I don't know if she's ever examined that, but it doesn't seem like that's actually what she's wanting. All the signs are pointing to her not wanting that, or wanting something more traditional where the guy puts his foot down and says, you're my woman, and that's that. And I'm your man.
Letting you. And then she's like, well, it's been successful. It'd be weird that she still hangs with me and never complains about it if it was indeed so.
Oh, this is the Tim dude.
I don't know what changed, but in the past 6 months, at least, Melina starts to lie a lot.
Go back.
Did you threaten to delete yourself if she did not divorce Destiny? No, I did not. Thank you for your clarification. Do you mind if I make this public? Sure, bro.
So wait, so he didn't? Sheesh. Awkward. Uh-oh. Hold on. It's about to get juicy.
I wasn't going to talk much about the situation, and that changed. My goal is to tell your story and show that Destiny lied. So, would you say that you've known Melina and Destiny for over 1 year? Why would your goal be to show that I lied? Shouldn't your goal be to get the truth? But, okay. I mean, he's the one who started airing the dirty laundry on his DGG chat, which kickstarted the
No one wants the truth.
Nah, I met Melina last summer, late summer. 100% agree he did. But we were just friends at the time.
Remember the time that they became a little bit more than friends? Maybe about 2 months and two.
Destiny, what you have to understand is Melina is on the market again. Every straight man on the internet who can't get pussy in real life is going to try to prove you're a liar. Of course. That's the natural way.
Weeks ago, as Destiny pointed out, he even has, kind of the same way people were calling out Aiden Ross for not telling his fans not to attack Destiny or dox him. Time will tell. So now let's get to the juicy stuff.
Guys, I just want to tell y'all, don't attack Destiny. Okay, making sure. I just felt like I had to also do
when
that.
Destiny was live, he was getting cooked by Mean Ticks in the chat. Here's everything he said. He said he had the...
But with Destiny.
And how fucking dare anyone out there make fun of Britney after all she's been through? She lost her aunt. She went through a divorce. She had 2 fucking kids. Her husband turned out to be a user, a cheater, and now she's going through a custody battle. All you people
This
care
guy looks like the Tim guy.
about is readers and making money off of her. She's a human! What you don't realize is that Britney's making you all this money and all you do is write a bunch of crap about her. She hasn't performed on stage in years. Her song is called Give Me More for a reason, because all you people want is more, 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 more!
Alright.
Slinger. Riz.
Right now, I think...
Imagine being okay with letting your girl get banged by the guys. Why do y'all think Destiny is a cock? Y'all frame it like that, but you don't realize he's allowed to bang other girls too, right? Like, I don't understand. It's not like she's the only one allowed to do shit. He can fuck whoever he wants to. That's like part of the deal.
Melanie just needs to get out of the same trench. Whether friends, lovers, or...
Abusive and so toxic. Why would Melina continue to be around him? For the life of me, I don't know. Maybe Stockholm Syndrome or something like that. Somebody that creates something to cope. But do you think Destiny is lying? It's not every day a multi-millionaire loses his wife to a guy with less money. Let me know what you think of Tim and who is telling the truth in the comment section. See you in the next video. Peace.
True. In the non-streaming world, women upgrade financially. That's true.
He is lying. It's not every day a multi-millionaire loses his wife to a guy with less money. Let me know what you think of Tim and who is telling the truth in the comment section. See you in the next video. Peace.
True. In the non-streaming world, women upgrade financially. That's true. It sucks to downgrade, to feel like your woman hated you so much that she downgraded. But I hope he doesn't, like, I don't know. I hope this Tim guy doesn't think he's all that in a bag of chips now just because she chose him. Because she's definitely just going to leave him for another guy, like, probably in 6 months. I give it 6 months.
All relationships.
I think the issue here is Melina just doesn't know what she wants. She actually wants a traditional relationship, but she can't say that now because then she admits that she only agreed to do open relationships because of that first guy who had insecurity issues and she's a yes woman and has no backbone. I feel like saying I want traditional relationships actually would be admitting that she basically was such a pushover that she just agreed to an open relationship. So now she feels like she's pot committed to the open relationship meta because otherwise she was just a yes woman. She has to like convince herself that this is what she wanted so she doesn't feel like an idiot. That's what I feel like is happening here.
Yeah, probably. So, with that out of the way, okay, if I go over a few things, I'm not going to dive into everything in detail or give everything, because truthfully and honestly, as much as I would love to, my goal is not just to make Mel or Tim look like fucking demons. I just don't want people to whine about shit. I'm obviously not, okay?
Understandable.
Okay. People are coming
I
on
like
the
watching
spectrum,
this because I feel like it helps me with therapy for people.
All of that
The
is
more situations and perspectives I get exposed to.
Truthfully, we could start the
I
story
like hearing about them.
like before I met Melina or something, I guess. I'm sure they annoyed me. Originally, I didn't know Melina was going to be available for TwitchCon Vegas, so I had like a whole an orgy weekend planned out, okay? I had like a fucking foursome planned with a bunch of people. I had other people that I wanted to see. I had so much fun sexual shit planned.
The
and
fuck?
Obviously, since Melina came, and since everything was like weird as fucking fighting, I ended up doing nothing, which was irritating. And then I think it was on the second or third day I woke up, and like Melina was texting Tim for like 2 hours, and I think I got to bed. I was like, I'm gonna go, okay, there's a chick that I'm gonna go hook up with, okay? Ew, this is retarded. I don't know why you're talking to this guy so much. Still, I'm just gonna go fuck somebody else. This is like ridiculous. Why the f- wasting my time here in Vegas in this fucking hotel room? So that might have been the first time I think I said something along the lines like, I don't understand why you're still talking to this guy. That might have been the first time.
How do people just?
I'm
confused. I've never like had conversations like this with people where they just plan like no, there's no planning to like. I don't know. You would think that people would. I don't know. Like, it's just people feel weird about being like, yeah, you want to hook up at TwitchCon? I don't know. That would feel really weird to me. I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could have planned foursomes for conventions. That's so weird. I don't think I could have unplanned foursomes either. I don't know. I just different strokes for different folks, I guess, or more like by different folks, I guess. It's just weird. I would hook up with you in a cot. No, you wouldn't, because I wouldn't agree to that. Shit's disgusting. Hookups are gross.
Prior to this, I don't think I ever explicitly told her you have to stop talking to this guy.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't think that needs to be said. I feel like I wouldn't need to keep telling her like, well, no, Melina's reasonable. You need to talk to her better, blah blah blah. And then I think that I think I messaged Melina. I was like checking on something. And I was like, because this other friend was like, oh well, like for instance, Melina said that she just wanted to try like a 6-month break. If you guys get your head on, like, well, no, Melina's reasonable. You need to talk to her better, blah blah blah. That night, something, and I was like, because this other friend was like, oh, well, like, for instance, Melina said that she just wanted to try, like, a 6-month break if you guys get your head on straight. And I'm like, okay, all right. Also, pay attention, because I think the details in the next, like, 2 weeks are kind of important, so you can kind of understand why I was
Whenever a woman says she wants a break, it's always because she's found another man. I think guys do that, too. They want to fuck somebody else, and they don't want it to be considered cheating, but they also know that they want backup options because they don't know what they're doing. They want to explore greener pastures while still having a backup option.
Worth nothing so much. So I messaged Melina, and I'm like, hey, so just curious, you said we were going to go on a break. Are you going to restrict yourself, like, romantic and sexually from this other guy that you said that you also needed a break from? And she was like, I understand why you think that, but no, I don't think I can do that right now. I'm like, okay, I understand. So when you say 6-month break, well, you really want to go try a relationship with him, and then if that doesn't work, then you want to come crawling back to me.
Yep.
That's not happening. We don't do that shit, okay? You've way too much of this up, and he's way too much of this up.
Tell her, fuck no.
Why ask her that? I'm just curious, because it's really good to get a lot of things in writing, because one thing that Melina will do is if I don't explicitly ask something, she'll lie about what she would have said later, even though I know what her answer was. So for instance,
do not be somebody's backup plan.
And to me, that if I would have told Melina that she shouldn't go back to Sweden.
I think Melina just, honestly, she needs to figure out what she fucking wants. Because what it sounds like is the relationship that she had way before Destiny, where this guy was like, I have commitment issues and I only want an open relationship. And she was like, okay, yes, daddy, or whatever. Like, I feel like that's warped her mind into thinking that that's what she has to commit to now because she already said yes. Because otherwise, if she changes course and was like, no, I want a monogamous traditional relationship, now it's like admitting that she was wrong and that she was just stupid, young, and naive and was a pushover. And she doesn't want to admit that. Because all the things she's saying she wants sound to me like she doesn't want more freedom. She wants a traditional relationship. It's like, I don't even think she was brainwashed. I think she knows that as well. But it's a pride issue to admit that she was wrong and a pushover. So now she's like, I want more freedom. No, you don't. You want someone to say, hey, this isn't okay to fuck other people. I want you and only you. Because she's like, I don't want anyone in my bed. It's like you're fucking contradicting yourself. It's annoying, I swear, to see. And it's totally not fair to Destiny. Because, like, Melina comes in being like, I want an open relationship, and is completely emotionally not ready for an emotionally open relationship. And so it's like, she's never going to be happy with it, because it's not actually what she wants, turns out. But she's never going to admit it, because then she admits she was a pushover. It doesn't make any fucking sense. It's so stupid. Bullshit. It's honestly bullshit. So she's never going to find happiness as long as she's chasing open relationships. And it's funny because she's like, I want more freedom. She actually wants less freedom. And as soon as someone tries to restrict her freedom, and she's going to probably think about, like, this sounds restrictive, and then go after an open relationship again. And then the cycle will keep continuing because she's confusing freedom with happiness. She's like, if I have more freedom, then I'll be happy. No, actually, it's proven that that's not the case at all. Less options typically results in more happiness.
I think we're Gucci.
Sad shit. Sad shit.
I know there's a lot of other people that talk about shit. I might watch some of these VODs tomorrow. I'm not sure, but
So it's like when you have too many options, you have the what if feeling where it's like, oh, imagine what my life could have been with this person or this person or this person or that person. It's stupid. It's fucking dumb. I think open relationships can work, but both people have to actually want that. And I don't think Melina actually wants that. It usually ends up being like what she experienced, where one person has commitment issues and the other's just a yes man or woman. Otherwise, there'd be no point to commit to each other at all. You'd just be fuck buddies. You keep it casual. So, I don't know. It's just really sad to see. I'm just glad that it doesn't seem like Destiny's going to be losing too much money out of the situation. Because what I hate seeing is people who, like, come over to America, get the green card, and then take half the money on the way out. That's worse. I was like, That's awful. It's dog shit. It's toxic. It's dog shit. What a shitty situation. I think Destiny can do better. I don't know. Like, hot women are abundant. You know why? Because women can make themselves look so much better with makeup. I don't know. It's just, if a woman's bringing this much drama to you guys, she's just not worth the hassle, honestly. Just focus on yourself, make yourself successful, and then you'll have an option of lots of different attractive women. All right, you don't have to settle for the ones who are insane. And and it's true though, if you take a girl from a guy, she like essentially cheats on her partners to be with you, she's probably gonna leave you too in the same fashion. So, you know, it is what it is. And a lot of you guys are like, would. I'm like, yeah, okay. Yeah, fuck boys or like, you know, whoever the fuck. You can fuck people in relationships. They're the scummy ones. That's fine. You're not supposed to commit to them, though. You're supposed to realize that they're just there for a good time and that they're probably not able to commit in a healthy way to a relationship. That's why they're cheating in the first place. Open relationship, not as good as not being in a relationship. No, I just feel like if you're in an open relationship, you might as well just call it fuck buddies. Otherwise, it's like, if y'all are, I don't know, like if y'all are willing to be like, oh yeah, I love you, and you know, let's just fuck other people. I mean, you just keep it casual to begin with. There's no reason to put a ring on it at that point, unless it's like obviously for taxes or green card or whatever. I suspect part of it was in her case for this situation. But if y'all are from like the same country and it's not a financial gain, open relationships, commitment just usually means someone has commitment issues and the other person is a pushover and has no backbone. Which clearly Melina has no fucking backbone. Destiny does. Melina does not. It seems no matter who she's with, the pushover personality remains. She just lets people walk all over her because she doesn't know what she wants. It's usually a problem from childhood. Now it feels slow. Wait for it. All right.
One resident describes her horrifying.
This is what I think about this is what Destiny's song should be with the Melina situation now.
Horrifying experience when she first realized the complex
This
was
should be his
on fire.
theme song.
I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Well, I woke up.
Do not respond to a guy named Darius. Who's Darius?